Hello, I'm Jackie Smith, Finance Manager at the State Bar of Wisconsin. Today I am here to walk you through your section financial statements. Your financial statements are available to section coordinators by the 15th of the following month. Staff then uploads those financials to your section web pages, including the detailed transactions that support those financials. As you can see, when we take a look at the financials, we pack a lot of information into one document. At the top of the page, you will find underneath State Bar of Wisconsin will be the name of your section. Underneath there will be the time frame that the financial statements represent. In this case, it's 9 out of the 12 months for that fiscal year. Included in your title will be the word total, general, or workshop. We use this to break out your workshop expenses and revenues separate from your general board costs, and then total them all together on one cover page. As we move across the top of the financial statements, you will see columns representing different frames of time. The first column is for the current month, in this case, the month of March. The second column will be year-to-date information from July through March for the current year. The third column will be July through March for the prior year, so you can compare apples to apples. The next column will be prior year actual for the entire year, going from July 1 through June 30th. The last two columns represent the annual budget for the current year, along with the annual budget for the prior year. So this way you have lots of different ways to compare data. As we move over to column A, you can see revenues and expenses. I'd like to note that the revenue and expense categories are consistent across the organization. This allows us the opportunity to drill down and look at printing across the organization, for example, or by department or by program. If we look at the specific revenue types, we start with sales and registration. This would represent any income that you took in from a CLE program or workshop that you put on. The next category is your membership dues. Here you'll see highlighted that year-to-date there is $2,226 of membership dues. At the bottom you can see how that dues is calculated from what you actually collect. For example, the amount charged to each member is $28.50. From there we deduct the State Bar admin fee of $13, along with a lobbying fee if you are a lobbying section. The net dues collected for each section members is $7. That goes directly to the section. If you take the $226 divided by $7, you will see that there are 318 paid section members on your financials. As we move to the expenses, we'll walk through the different categories. Audiovisual expense is typically used for things like microphones, projectors, that type of equipment you'd find at an off-site location. If you are doing your program at the State Bar, there is no charge for those types of equipment. The next category is catering expense. This would include meals at an event or meals for your board meetings. Space rental, again, is for off-site space at a hotel if you are holding an event. If your event is held at the State Bar, there is no charge for that space. Awards and recognition could be for a special program like a contest that you're doing, or an award or recognition for your board members. Grants and donations would be expenses that you are giving to another organization or perhaps sponsoring a State Bar program like AMC. Miscellaneous expense is typically used as a catch-all for something that is not included in a specific category. Postage and printing are just what they say. Staff travel reimbursement would be for a staff to come to your board meeting or any of your events. Again, if your event is held at the State Bar, there is no charge for staff travel. Telephone and conference calls would be for the conference call units for your board meetings, and also includes costs for listservs that your section may have. Volunteer travel reimbursement would be to reimburse your members for coming to board meetings or events if you so choose. Reimbursed personnel expense is for costs that are over and above what is included in your admin fee. For example, the cost to put on a workshop or a CLE program are not included in your admin fee and would show up on this line of the financials. This calculation is done on a quarterly basis. At the bottom, you will then see your total expenses. If you take your total revenue expenses, you will come up with your net surplus or deficit for the current year. In this case, $457. The next line will show your carry-forward balance from prior years. If you had a deficit in your current year, you would be spending down your carry-forward balance. And in this case, you are adding $457 to your carry-forward balance for a new net surplus of $10,469. Best practice is to review your section financials along with the detailed transactions each month when they are published. Typically, the transaction activity is small, so it does not take much time. If you have any questions, please contact your knowledgeable section coordinator. They will work with the finance department if needed for more information or would like to do a more in-depth financial analysis. Thank you.